I'm here today going to Mt Marau and the hang gliding ramp. This is the start. The car park's just down there. Just found a little area of eucalyptus. Thought the trunks looked familiar. Also, it rained heavily 2 nights ago. It didn't rain last night for the first time. It's really slippery, so I've got to get back down this. I swear I'll be doing what everyone else has here, going on this side and holding the rope. Unbelievable. At the moment I'm looking for native species around here. There's a lot of weeds in these forests. This looks like a giant native blechnum, so I'm going to go with that and find some research for it later. My first view at the 1 kilometre mark. That's the island of Marau, where I'll be in, well, on Saturday, and that mountain there is sitting at 1,200, so I reckon the cloud's sitting around somewhere between 900 and 1,000. And the trail, muddy as usual. Here's my first sighting of the famous Metrosideros collina. There's some species that, well, there's some varieties in Australia that I use that are my favourite of all the Metrosideros. They flower 6 times a year. Apparently these ones are not selected. They're large trees and grow up to be, well, medium shrubs. So there are 2 ways up here. I took the more natural route, and right now I'm going to the fire trail. Now that would make it mind-numbingly boring if it were like that all the way to Coma Alata. The weeds are all here. Here's the mimosa. This one's not. And this is where it gets easier and probably safer. I just want to point out that massive eucalypt here. Wow. Just got to point out that really this is a forest full of weeds, and I've just spotted 2 more that, yeah, I didn't expect when I decided to take this picture. So we've got Tasmanian blue gum, Myconia. I can't find the no, Cercopegia or whatever. Tacoma alata, devil's thorn, Singapore daisy. Is that an African tulip tree? Certainly looks like it. So no natives here. Now I've also seen mimosa. There's a fern that I haven't seen before. That'd be native. Here's the 2 biggest weeds I've seen in Tahiti so far: the Myconia and the African tulip tree. There are pines that are weeds. Looking here. We've hit the 3.6 kilometre mark. I've hit a viewpoint. Best view here is of Marau, and that's looking uphill. Now I saw something in the forest down there, a red flowering tree. Maybe it's the local species of Metrosideros. I'm going to put something out there. This looks like the first stands of native forest I've seen. So there's Metrosideros and coral fern. That's all I can see. In Hawaii, there are a lot of red dirt open wound erosion points, and that's probably because it's a newer volcanic island that hasn't evolved plants to fill the spaces that are getting eroded. So here it looks like, because the volcanic activity is finished, it has closed the loop and erosion doesn't seem as common. Here's the climbing pandan. I've never seen it in fruit. They're pretty young at this stage, I would imagine. I'm getting up there. I'm currently at 1,155 and I've been going 1.5 hours and I've covered 5 kilometers so far. It's pretty good. I'm getting pretty close to the ramp. I've got a strange feeling I'm going up to this point here. I'm in a protected section here, so there's massive poincianas. Wow, this is my first viewpoint inside the valley. So up there is where you go. Maybe I can get up there a bit further on to the peak itself, and then have a look. I'd say there's views on either side. Found this grove of cypress pines, of araucarias that look like cypress pines. I'm going to research what these are. I really don't think that they're native to here. Here's another viewpoint. Oh, I've got the ocean here. Look at all the Metrosideros down there. That's awesome. I'm on time constraints here. I've got to beat the clouds. I'm at 8 kilometers and I've hit the antenna, and I'm going somewhere over there. I'd say to the, oh, there's Alrai under clouds. Another viewpoint. The awesome thing about this is that I'm at the corner of 2 valleys. Normally I'd want to go over there, but this is super slippery. It's, yeah, 600 wide. Wow, that is narrow for a razorback. And it's super slippery because of the rain, so I was warned by the guy not to go alone, and considering what I'm seeing here, I'm not going alone. That's vertical there, and yeah, retreat. I've spotted some member of the eagle family there going around here, and also there's a waterfall there. It's interesting what that thing is above there. I'm waiting for, over there is 3 of Tahiti's biggest islands. I'm supposed to be there today. It's a good possibility I might be above the clouds. This is unbelievable. 20 minutes and this is what become of it. And when I was coming up, that peak over there, you could see it perfectly. Just here too late. Son of a motherless goat. I wanted to... Now I've got a little bit more time. I'm walking down slowly, a bit disappointed. The clouds are starting to close in on me. So get in early when you're here, especially in an extremely rainy, dry season. It's changed on me now. It's closing in and it feels like it's trying to drizzle on me. So from really good weather to shit. very quickly. Here's a little corner with good views, especially of the airport and the reefs, while it drizzles on me. This is interesting. Lygopodium colonising a bare slope. Never knew it was a trail running type of plant. This is how nice the weather is becoming. The clouds dropping lower and lower as I get lower. It's really light drizzle on me right now. I'm going downhill now. This is very slippery, so my steps are shorter to make sure that I don't slip.